Do you want to tell us anything about your background before your NDE? If there's anything you'd like to share so we kind of know how your life was before?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's really important to um, understand and rewind a little bit before I do get into the story. It will help you a lot. Like I said, I've been a tattoo artist for 20 years. And just like everybody else, I've had my share of life experiences. I've taken pretty much drug down every road you can imagine. Um, so that was kind of like the backstory behind it. Now, leading up to my near death experience, I was pretty fed up with life. I just, I wasn't even sure I wanted to go on anymore. So that's kind of where my mind was. And that day I was fighting with my wife and just everything on top of that. So that's kind of how my day started. And that's kind of where my mind was before this took place.
Can you clarify one thing? I wasn't sure if you said you were drugged down a road or if you were experimenting.
Oh, I apologize. I was a full blown heroin addict at one point.
Okay.
And if you want, I could go into more of that later on if you wish, if it's
Okay. How
pertains.
long have you been sober?
Oh my gosh, probably 17 years.
Awesome. My
Yeah.
husband just celebrated 25 years of sobriety.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
Beautiful.
I feel I come from a family of alcoholics and drug addicts, and so I married an alcoholic. Shocker, I know. It's a pattern. So I tend to attract a lot of people, my clients. I tend to attract a lot of people who pass through addiction or who have a long history of addiction. So I understand the challenges, and I was just talking to my husband about I don't understand addiction and how it manifests. I mean, if coming from a family of addicts, it's hard to understand how it works, I guess, is what I was trying to ask him. And he explained it to me beautifully. He said, it's not being able to deal with life on life's terms and fear. He said he was afraid of everything, afraid of life. And so I don't know if you want to comment on that.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I too came from a family background of that, of alcoholics and drug addicts as well. So we have that in common. And actually,
Shocking.
yeah, very shocking, right? And then actually, after I had overcome my heroin addiction for many years, I was a very heavy drinker. Um, and that was a big part of a lot of my problems. And, up until maybe about a year ago, even after my near death experience, I still was. So we'll get into that more though when we get into
Okay.
the story, whenever you're ready for me to jump into that.
I am ready for your story.